We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived.
We are a resilient species. When our society collapsed, we found ways to go on. And now, for the first time in centuries, what we want is also truly what we need. In the face of disaster, we helped each other.
We built new communities in the ruins of the old. We adapted. We survived. Established a new normal. But there are also those who build nothing. Create nothing.
Hyenas preying on the weak. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
who can save us then?
Incoming alert on the SHD emergency channel. Flash priority.
The base of operations is under attack. Hostile forces have breached our southern perimeter. We are in need of immediate assistance. Repeat, need immediate assistance from any nearby agents.
I am Lucía Ortega, codename Loba. I am an agent of the division. I have been transferred from my base of operations to Washington, D.C. It has been 7 months since the outbreak. I have come to make a difference. Codename Loba, White House. Do you copy? I'm in your perimeter. Is anyone receiving me? Over. Division agent here. I repeat, this is the division agent on active duty. I am approaching your position. I can intervene. Do you copy? Over. My ISAC must be out of calibration. I feel interference. I can hear them clearly, but they don't seem to be receiving me. I'm on my own. I will continue my approach. Eventually, they will pick up the signal. Shit. The guy didn't make it. Fucking animals.
All government personnel, the White House is under attack. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
White House, this is Loba. I have you on visual. Can you hear me? Over. If you receive me, I'm behind enemy lines. I'm preparing to intervene in their rear. Over and out.
I've got eyes on a division agent heading north toward the White House. Looks like they've cut down a group of hyenas and are headed this way.
Agent, if you can hear us on this frequency, keep pushing forward and blindside these bastards.
Headquarters, I have you loud and clear. I don't know if you're receiving me, but I know you've got me on visual. I'm going to set these hyenas on fire. Watch out for friendly fire. Over. All clear. I'm approaching you guys. While Loba has entered the game. Over. Wow. The White House. It looked bigger in the pictures. Honestly, I never thought I would ever get into it. I see a lot of wounded here. Low morale, scarce resources. The picture here is worse than I expected. My contact is a Mani Ortega. He'll be my commanding officer. He's been trying to keep order in the capital since the outbreak. If he's asked for help, the situation must be desperate.
Hey, thanks for the help out there. You should check in with Manny, our coordinator, upstairs in the Blue Room. And come by here if you ever need help with your tech.
Roger. Soldier?
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the divisional one brought you here? And glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed you are. Ever since the JTF imploded, the city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads. There are several main factions, and a whole lot of bottom feeders sucking up whatever the big dogs miss. A few civilian settlements are still holding out against all this government. They need more help than we've been able to provide, especially since the division network went dark. That's Kelso. She's one of the last surviving agents in DC. She's operating at the theater settlement on a priority mission. You should go check in with her. If anyone knows how to get the systems back online, it's her. Oh, and introduce yourself to the locals while you're at it. It'll comfort them to know there's a new sheriff in town.
By the way, Agent, head downstairs and check in with the quartermaster. He can get you set up with some division tech. You're gonna need the edge.
Roger, boss. I'll see the quartermaster at once. If he can provide me with any high-tech gadgets, they will be more than welcome. I will equip and deploy immediately. Over and out. Quartermaster? Agent Loba. Coordinator Ortega told me to talk to you. He says you have something for me.
Hey there. Up for learning a new skill?
Show me what you got. A pulse platform? It can be useful for marking targets. I'll take it.
Bye.
The theater settlement is off to the east. You'll probably run into some trouble along the way. You'll have to do this block by block, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
I will mark a route on the GPS. This will only take a moment. Located. I have a route. It shouldn't take me long to get there. It wouldn't hurt to upgrade my equipment. I'll check to see what they have in the stash lockbox. There is a collection of interesting weapons here. Too bad. I don't have the clearance level yet. I have to earn this equipment. I think the most urgent checks are done. Let's find the theater settlement.
Agent, this is Noah Dalton. I'll be your contact out there. Do you copy? The boss wants to monitor your movements and have someone on the other end of the comms at all times. Over.
I read you, Dalton. What's the problem? Does Ortega want me to have a babysitter? By the way, your tone of voice. What are you, 15? Over.
Oh wow, that hurts. Looks like your ISAC is taking a while to calibrate. The boss doesn't want to lose contact with you while you're out there. And as for my voice, well, I prefer to think of myself as having a youthful, warm tone. I'm all grown up and ready to help if you need it. The boss is here. He wants to tell you something. Over.
The neighborhoods you'll be moving through are hyena territory. They're a bunch of vicious assholes who prey on the weak and vulnerable and kill for kicks. And they destroy whatever they can't steal for themselves. And they've been an especially serious problem for the theater settlement. Given our situation, we need the help of the settlements. But they can't do much if they're struggling to survive. So see what you can do to take some pressure off them. But don't forget that we have to get the Shade Network back to full strength. In a lot of places, the Division has been the only thing holding people together. But where DC is the priority, most agents are completely cut off. They're not gonna last long without support.
Roger, boss. I'm entering hyena territory. I will keep my eyes open. I will weaken their numbers, their positions, and their plans whenever I get the chance. Tell the settlements they can count on me. I'll earn their trust, boss. Over. Dalton, are you still there? You should have warned me Ortega was listening. I'd rather my superiors didn't think I was an idiot on the first day.
Sorry. The boss comes and goes. He keeps an eye on things, but he doesn't always listen. Usually it's just you and me on the line. I will try to let you know when he wants to talk to you again.
Talk to you later. Enemy targets in sight. A bunch of hyenas are shooting at one of your patrols.
Should have left us alone. Quick, reload! Come on, let's get started!
Contacts eliminated. Patrol without casualties. Those hyenas were at the gates. Is it always this bad?
The hyenas are a real pain in the ass, but it used to be worse. They don't usually come around in large numbers, but they often patrol around the White House, even if it's just a show of force. Lest we forget, this is still their territory. They suffer much more from the theater settlement than we do. Had hyenas in Milwaukee?
How do you know I come from Milwaukee?
I'm reading your recruitment file, and I've just received your activity report. You have a very interesting dossier. You have a very wild combat profile, Agent. Did you really come from Black Ops? I mean, you had military training before you joined the division. That's pretty unusual, you know.
Hey, wait, Dalton. Is this kind of conversation by the book? You're supposed to be there to answer my questions, not to gossip about my file. Is this the first time you've done this?
I'm sorry, officer. I was just trying to make your walk more pleasant.
Shut up, Dalton. We are not buddies. We are soldiers on duty. Answer when I ask you. That's all.
Roger, Agent. I will stand aside, quietly.
Dalton. I see some tent debris in the downtown east area. Looks deserted. Is this normal? Over.
These tents have been there since the first days of the outbreak. A lot of people spontaneously gathered around the White House at that time. I think it gave them a sense of security. I don't know. The camp you see here was formed. It has long since been abandoned, but no one has picked up the tents. Occasionally, they are used by desperate people, people living on the streets, or those passing through on a longer journey. This area is a little safer than others, and it's always best to sleep out of sight if you find yourself out on the street at night. You should look around, Agent. Sometimes there are tins of food, water, and things like that. Over.
That won't be necessary, Dalton. I have enough supplies.
They are not for you, Agent. You can trade them in or donate them to the communities. The settlements are always short of supplies. Perhaps a selfless gesture will help you gain the trust of the theater people more quickly.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Dalton. That's good advice. I have a hyena patrol in my sights. I'm going to intercept. Over and out.
Not far to go. Reloading. You fucking creep. Dead, eh?
Enemies down. I'm going to check the bodies. Over. Looks clean around here. Over.
It's a relief to hear from you, Agent. I'm still listening. Over.
Okay. Dalton, listen. I admit I've been a bit rude to you before. It's just, I'm used to working on my own, you know? Maximum focus. Maximum concentration. The slightest distraction is usually fatal. Nobody's got your back when you're working alone, you know. And I'm not used to my technical liaison having, that kind of conversation from before.
I'm so sorry to have bothered you, Agent. You got me the first time. This is my first time, at least with a division agent. Don't get me wrong, I have experience in this field, but I usually act as a liaison with the JTF guys. And, the atmosphere between us is more relaxed, less formal. It helps to have a joke now and then, or a more informal conversation. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression.
It's okay, Dalton. I see lights ahead. I think there's a new pack of hyenas. We'll resume this conversation when I've finished with them.
Won't be anything left of me.
Three enemy targets down. The area is secure. Don't worry, Dalton, I got this. Here, I'm a new guy. I shouldn't have been so rude before I had some context. It's not just my impression, is it? You're very young. It's not just the tone of your voice.
Well, yes. I'm the youngest here. Mani, the boss doesn't want me to go out on patrol or accompany the boys on other field missions yet. He'd rather have me on the radio. It's less boring if I'm a bit more relaxed,
I understand. I can tell from your age that you're not from the JTF. How did you get to the White House?
Well, it's a sad story. I don't know if you really want to hear it, Agent. I guess we all have a sad story since this all started.
No problem, Dalton. We have time.
Well, I actually come from the theater settlement, Agent. My father and I joined the Odessa group in the first weeks of the outbreak. My father and Mani were friends long before that. Dad helped Odessa organize the site and give the refugees their first cohesion. but was attacked by hyenas. He did not survive. The boss wanted to take me to HQ and give me some basic tasks to get me away. Away from the theater environment and make it easier for me to get over the loss. Shortly after that, he started giving me communications duties, and I started acting as a liaison with the guys on patrol.
I'm so sorry, Dalton. Hyena patrol shot down. I'm so sorry, Dalton. You asked me if there were hyenas in Milwaukee. The truth is, they weren't called that, but they have the same profile. Ruthless looters, rogues who prefer to steal and kill those who try to restore a shadow of the normalcy we've lost. Hyenas here, Rikers in New York. The best organized group in Wisconsin are the Michigan Sharks. I left mine to fight them when we received a request for help.
Are you worried, Agent?
I try not to think about it, to keep my mind cool, but yes, it worries me. I left good people there.
I hope you will make good friends here.
I didn't really come here to make friends, Dalton, but your words are appreciated. One of the rules of the Division is to avoid forming emotional bonds with people.
But forget that I'm not from the Division. That rule doesn't apply to me.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you just drop a hint? Are you trying to pick me up? Maybe I'm twice your age, kid.
Oh wow, wait, did that sound like it? Anyway, you can't judge me, Agent. I've seen you walk into the base. That hard, confident, self-assured walk. That look that goes. There's a new sheriff in town. The war paint on your face. And those cool tattoos. Wow.
Do you like my tattoos?
Oh wow, I love them. They're the best.
Okay. You flatter me, boy, but I warn you. I'm beyond your dreams. So focus. I'm inside a building. I want to take a look. It looks like a hotel or an office block. I want to make sure that no one can sneak out from behind me.
You must be in the Federal Triangle.
Detected.
Be careful, Loba. Sometimes the hyenas hang out there.
It looks clear at the moment, but I'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for the warning. Come on, Dalton. You're dying to ask.
Oh my goodness. Looks like you've got me again. Can you tell that much?
You're an open book, Dalton, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. For the record, you encouraged me. La Loba sounds great. I think it's the coolest codename ever. Why Loba?
Well, Loba, she-wolf. Lone she-wolf, actually. That's what my narcotics buddies used to call me. I have a tendency to work alone and go on my own. When the Division recruited me, they kept the nickname as a code name.
You were a cop, right? Before all this shit.
Drug squad, 5 years. We did a good job there. We broke up some big gangs. Black Ops contacted me because of my service record. I detect an echo nearby. Hold on a second.
Take a step back.
You fucking crazy? I'll fall.
That's kind of the point.
What the fuck, man? Why are you doing this?
You know why. You burned too many bridges. There's no room for shitheads like you on the council.
Yeah, come on, let's talk this over. We can work something out.
Take a step back, fucker.
Please don't do this.
Step the fuck back. Or get shot.
Look at the bright side. We'll let you walk away if you can walk away.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
I don't think he's walking away.
Looks like they executed a guy here. Am I supposed to think it was the Hyenas? They mentioned something about a room in the council.
It was the Hyenas for sure. Their leadership is called the Council. They see themselves as the alphas of the pack. They don't mess around, you know that.
It was very clear to me. The echo was very revealing in this respect. They forced a guy to jump into the void.
Typical Hyenas, of course.
Tell me more about them, Dalton. Their numbers, their structure, their leaders, their modus operandi? What else do I need to know about the Hyenas?
I'll do my best, Loba. Can I call you Loba?
You can call me Loba.
All right then. Let's see. I don't think the structure of the Hyenas is any different from the other groups you mentioned. Rikers, those Milwaukee Sharks. They're looters, scavengers. At first they were just desperate opportunists. You know, the scum of the streets, selfish people who would rather steal from the helpless than build something for themselves or join communities that were trying to do that. Street thugs who are used to this way of life and who found it very convenient when the security forces stopped protecting the innocent. I'm sure you've seen this in other places. The pandemic has brought out the best and the worst in us. They are the worst. Soon they started to grow in numbers. They were joined by more outsiders, people who had been kicked out of the communities for causing trouble, you know. They started to gather weapons and get strong. It didn't take long for leaders to emerge, psychopaths who gave them an identity. They see themselves as predators, and they see the rest of the world as their prey. The world is for the strong, and they see themselves as the strong. If you can't protect your resources, you're weak and deserve to have them stolen from you. It's as simple as that. The world will be better off without them. So have no qualms, Loba, shoot at the first sign of them. They are governed by a code of strength and violence. If you show weakness, you don't deserve to live. They apply this among themselves. The way to thrive within the Hyenas, even to survive within their structure, is through cruelty and violence. If you show any sign of weakness within the group, your days with them are numbered. You will grow tired of listening to their speeches. They often use recordings and loudspeakers in the streets to encourage people to join them, the pack.
I see. Same old story. Back to the outside, Dalton. I shouldn't be too far from the settlement, right?
No, actually you are very close, just 2 blocks away. You can get to the theater in a few minutes if you don't have anything else to do.
Tell me about the theater settlement, Dalton. You come from there. I suppose you know it well. What will I find when I arrive?
Well, it's been a few months since I've been there. I hope things are quieter than when I left. The leader of the settlement is called Odessa Sawyer. She is a very tough woman, a warrior like yourself. She has done the unspeakable to keep the settlement whole and life there as close to normal as possible. There is still much to be done, but the potential is there, you'll see. If it weren't for the constant hostility of the Hyenas, the theater would already be a small paradise.
Sorry, Dalton. I hear shooting up ahead. I think the Hyenas are out there causing trouble. I'll check it out. Loba out. Loba here. I think the area is clear. I'm going to check that everyone is okay. Over here, over. Apparently no casualties or injuries. Mani warned me that the theater settlement had a particular problem with hyenas in this area of the city.
Absolutely true. Hyenas have always been a problem in this area. They see it as their territory, their natural hunting ground. And you know what? I think there's something symbolic about their obsession with taking over the settlement. As long as the theater community is still there, as long as they fail to break it, and the Odessa boys continue to keep them at bay, their own discourse of being the strong ones, the predators, loses strength.
Some National Guard buddies. They're worried they'll get called out of quarantine in New York. Okay. This is serious.
It's the flu. You remember swine flu? Everyone freaked out for nothing. You'll see. In a couple of months, no one will even remember what the dollar flu was, like Y2K.
Y2K?
You really know how to make a guy feel old.
I'm just messing with you. But I don't know. This doesn't feel like it's just gonna blow over. People are
Loba,
scared.
Still listening.
You know what happens when people are
Excuse
scared.
me,
You wanted
Dalton.
too much,
I'm
man.
here,
Give me your
but I
wallet.
think I've just witnessed a dramatic moment. I'm in the street where Mani's brother was murdered. He saw the whole thing.
Mateo, Mani's older brother. It was a robbery, as far as I know. Just before the outbreak was officially declared. People were getting very nervous, even then. They never caught the culprits. It was only a few days later that things got really bad.
I registered their names. Skinny John and a guy called Spider. If I find them, I'll know where I stand.
How do you know that?
An echo captured the moment. I just saw it.
Mani doesn't talk about it much. It's not a subject I would recommend you bring up with him. He denies it, but he is still very affected. By the way, I see that you are less than 100 steps from the theater. I'll let him know. He told me to do that when you were near.
You're coming up on the theater settlement. The woman who runs it is named Odessa Sawyer. Try to stay on her good side.
I see the entrance to the settlement. I will approach the light. Will they recognize me?
Don't worry, Loba. I think the boss has sent word that you're coming. They are waiting for you.
Come on in, agent.
I'm in Dalton. There have been no problems so far. My first impressions are good. Believe me, I've seen much worse settlements.
I will tell the boss that everything went well. I told you the estate had potential. Odessa is on the roof level. Go up all the stairs you can find until you reach the rooftops. You'll find a small warehouse on the left after the last stairs. Be sure to ask around. Everyone knows the place. I'm going to disconnect for now, so you can talk to her in private. Get back in touch with me when you're done. Dalton out.
Loba out. The theater settlement. I'm sure it won't be the only time I pass this way. I'll go talk to Odessa without wasting any more time. This is where it is.
She just left. I should have gone with her. But I'd only slow her down. I know you got your own problems to deal with. Them hyena motherfuckers took my little girl. Get to me.